This is Badass Billy Gunn, 11-time WWE Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Hardcore Champion, and you're listening to IcoPod. You gotta hear this. And if you're not listening to this, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
And we're back with episode 144 of IcoPod. I am Bob Conley Jr. With me, as always, is Austin Skinner and Dallas Gridley. Fellas, we're coming out of In Your House number 2. Quite a bit of stuff has happened backstage, which we'll get into afterwards. But coming out of the event, Diesel is still the WWF World Champion after a horrendous lumberjack match with our favorite Psycho Sid. The tag champions are still Owen Hart and Yokozuna after they defeated choke artists Lex Luger and Davey Boy Smith. The roadie picked up arguably the biggest win of his career to this point when he defeated the 1-2-3 Kid. And most notably, really, or one of the more notable things, is that Men on a Mission pinned Razor Ramon and Savio Vega. And if you're curious as to who got the win there, it was King Mabel pinning Razor Ramon. So, as we now enter the build officially towards SummerSlam in 1995, I know our interest has been dwindling, but how are we feeling coming out of In Your House 2?
Well, for one, I kind of feel like In Your House was a lifetime ago already. Like, I feel like it's been literally a month since we watched it, which is not the case. But I don't know. I feel like I'm interested to see what happens on this Raw after that pay-per-view to see where the start for the build of SummerSlam is going to be. And if there's going to be anything that's like, okay, that match is going to be really good. I'm assuming we got to be moved past Diesel and Sid. Thank God. Assuming like that has to be done, right? And so I think so where's that going to take Sid? And obviously Shawn Michaels has the Intercontinental title now and stuff. So I don't know. I'm curious to see where it's going to take us, because I feel like it's definitely been a downhill slope in 95.
Yeah, the rumor backstage is that Psycho Sid is going down the card and King Mabel is going up the card.
Can I veto that from happening?
I wish we all could do that.
But
we cannot.
Yeah, and just to kind of piggyback on what you guys were saying, I'm definitely looking forward to a program for Sid that is not Diesel, and I'm looking forward for a program for Diesel that is not Sid. So really, in my mind, whether it's Mabel or not, because at least it'll be something fresh, I'm looking forward to those two not being in a feud against one another. So I'm really hoping that's the direction we're headed in. Bob, is this a live Raw or is this a taped episode?
This is the night after In Your House, so this would be a live Raw.
Okay, which excites me because I feel like at this point where they're currently at, they need to start a couple of different new directions. So hopefully this will be pretty full with new developments. I'm hoping.
I would imagine so. I think coming out of this, there's kind of a clear direction of where they're going. Obviously, Mabel and Diesel, I believe they've even noted that the King of the Ring winner would be facing the champion at SummerSlam. So that is going to be the build going into that show. As for Sid, as any kind of direction for him to go into, I would imagine the only one that they could logically go into is with Shawn, because there was never a televised feud or blow off from when Sid powerbombed him the night after WrestleMania 11.
Well, and here's the thing for me already off the bat, with just even a little hint here and there, I'm way more interested and invested in that than a Diesel continuation.
Right.
It just makes more sense.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. One of the people that I'm really kind of concerned about direction wise, and in the sense of that they have no real direction, is Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
Now, I think when we watched In Your House 2, we were like, what the hell? Why is he losing to Mabel? Likely because Mabel, whether it's a direction that we like or not, has one. And Razor is kind of just floating around. And I think in the coming weeks, that will be even more prevalent, that there is no real plan for the bad guy.
Yeah, I think that's kind of been obvious for a while, though, as he's kind of just been there.
Which, again, I mean, blows my mind because we're talking about a guy who, I guess, behind Bret Hart at one time was so organically over that it wasn't even funny. And even then, he was just kind of floundering around. So I don't know if just resources have been given out all to the wrong people and Razor's just kind of been left out in the cold, or if he's got like heat backstage. Like, I don't know what's going on. But really, for the last, I'd say, year, Razor has been getting the very short end of the stick, and it's quite noticeable. So that I find interesting. And as far as Razor moving forward, they got to really do some reconstruction work because they've peeled away a lot of what Razor built up and really what made him cool. Now he's kind of a guy who's either lost in the shuffle or is like, oh yeah, remember when Razor was cool? It's like that sort of deal. So yeah, there needs to be some major repercussions for how they've treated that character on TV.
Well, it's almost like he's become really, as a character, dependent on the Intercontinental Championship.
Right, which he's way beyond, I think. And if you're going to stick him in that scene, you got to keep that scene fresh, and it has not been for the majority of 95.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty fair. I don't know. I think Razor Ramon or Scott Hall, whatever. I think it's just kind of amazing to like look and just kind of see how he's. Yeah, I feel like he's always sort of just floated around. Like, yeah, he gets stuck here and there, but like, they never really like pulled the plug or flipped the switch on him.
Well, and for me, I chalk it up to a couple things. Number one, of course, Razor's his own worst enemy when it comes
Of
to
course.
His issues. But Razor's always that guy where he's not quite huge, but he's not quite small. He's kind of in the middle. He's not quite main event, but he's definitely not undercard. He's just in that weird gray. What the hell do we do with Razor Ramon? We want to push him, but he's not there. But we got to get there, but we don't know how to get there. It's just there's always a disconnect, even with WCW when he's there. Yeah, he's pushed as like a quote unquote main event guy, but that's only by appearance's sake. It's not really by booking sense. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, and I don't know if any company really knew what it is that held Razor back more so than, his outside stuff. But yeah, I think that's a good point. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, how is this dude, A, not won the world title yet? And B, how hasn't he been IC champion in quite a long time and like still chasing that belt? Like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
No, I think he's one of the more misused guys during this project. Not like criminally misused, but not utilized to the fullest that he probably could. And I think people have been saying that for literally decades. I mean, anytime you see a list of guys that should have been world champion or should have been a bigger deal, it's usually like Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, and Scott Hall. Those are the three guys that are almost on every single list.
I just think for Scott Hall's case in particular, I think it comes down to really just motivation. I think it's when you have a motivated Scott Hall, not only is it kind of a rarity, but it's definitely noticeable to when he's just kind of there, ayo, cash my check, Chico. Like you can tell. It's not hard to realize that. And I don't know. It's to get a motivated Scott Hall consistently, I think, of course, you have a world champion. I just don't know if we ever get that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he always kind of just coasted.
Yeah, and like wants more money all the time, and like that's fine, but you can't be mailed in version of Razor Ramon. You gotta fucking bring it all the time, every night, every house show. You know what I mean? It's about going that extra mile, and I feel like for a guy like Razor, it's like I'm making a comfortable living. Why am I gonna kill myself for these people? And like,
I think
there
that
you go.
really comes into effect when he goes to WCW.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
in '96, the second run.
100%. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what everybody, the fans of the Observer, thought of In Your House 2 and some interesting backstage news regarding a duo in the WWF. So there's a couple of notes here for backstage before we get into house show notes and syndication and then the actual Raw. So In Your House number 2 earned 88% thumbs up from the readers, which was 180 fans. 9 said thumbs down, and 14 thought it was in the middle. For the
That
best
many thumbs up? Holy shit.
Well, and it was comparatively to everything else in '95. In Your House number 2 was an average show, which makes it the best show probably thus far.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
which we said when we watched it too.
Yeah.
Like we were like,
Shawn Michaels against Jeff Jarrett for the Intercontinental Championship, which saw Shawn Michaels win the title, was voted the best match, followed by 1-2-3 Kid against the Roadie, 159 votes to 10. And then pretty much every other match on the card got a vote for the worst match of the night. The worst match of the night was Bigelow against Henry Godwin.
Yeah.
Diesel Sid, Men on a Mission against Razor and Savio Vega in the tag team title match between Owen and Yoko against the Allied Powers. And that was 76, 53, 14, and 11 votes, respectively. So 76 votes for Bigelow. Godwin pulls ahead of Diesel and Sid at 53.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dallas.
No, I was just like agreeing. Like, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. Diesel and Sid was it was fucking embarrassing. That's your main event.
No, yes, you're right.
Was not good.
That match was ass.
I almost want to rate that
really
worse. I almost want to rate that worse just because all the time, energy, and effort put into the promoting of that, and like you got that hunk of shit.
Right. No, it's for sure Diesel Sid the worst match because, like you're saying, all the focus they've had on it. Meanwhile, Bigelow and Godwin was like one interaction on Raw.
Together. Yeah. I don't know. It's just when it comes to disappointment, man, I'm fucking disappointed with that.
Yeah.
So
last week's Raw, which saw IRS taking on Shawn Michaels, that's a doozy of a main event, got a 3.1 rating. So it would appear that we're dipping a little bit again. For ratings, because before it was in the mid 3s, 3.5s, 3.4s. In the last couple of weeks, it's been about a 3.1 and 2.8s or something like that. So we're dipping in terms of popularity. And then here's the biggest news coming out of In Your House. Jeff Jarrett and the Roadie have quit the World Wrestling Federation shortly after the In Your House pay-per-view concluded. I believe there's more news on this next week, but the general idea here,
right? That's got to be a gimmick.
Yeah, like what? Hold on.
We'll see here. Apparently, according to Meltzer, they didn't agree with them breaking up this early as they were supposed to split right after the title match, but they didn't do it. So in the ring, they were supposed to come to blows, split up, and whatever. But I guess they were just like, no, we're not going to do it. That would explain why Doc Hendricks was backstage saying that they had broken up without us seeing them.
Oh.
So when he's like, oh, they're back there arguing and stuff like that, that was a way to kind of give the readers or the viewers the idea that, oh, these guys have broken up. So it would appear that Jeff Jarrett and the Roadie are no longer part of the World Wrestling Federation because they didn't agree with how they were being booked in a scripted wrestling television show.
There's no fucking way. If you're the Roadie, dude, you've been being put over so strong and like shown up. Oh, Jeff's mad about his position. Hey, man, sorry, but I'm like staying here.
Loyalty. Blind loyalty.
They're pushing me huge right now.
Yeah, but
I'm more over than you.
Yeah, but I feel like being Roadie, you kind of got to give some of the credit to being with Jarrett in a way.
I don't give Jarrett any credit.
I mean,
Jarrett has done
himself,
nothing for
he got
Rhodey.
himself over, but without Jarrett, would we have even seen the Rhodey? Like, what would he have been? Like, you know what I mean? I think part of him getting over is like people first off hate Jeff Jarrett so much. You got a guy who can work decent and is like entertaining to watch with him. It's like, okay, well, we kind of like that guy.
You want to know what I think it is?
I don't know. I don't know if I agree.
I think it's, to an extent, Jeff Jarrett's like, shit, this guy's getting over. He's loyal to me. I'm going to say we need to go. We need to bail. You got to come with me. Because if you're not going to outstage me, you're not going to be over and not have me be over.
Yeah, I could see that being Jarrett. That seems like a Jeff Jarrett thing, to be honest. So
100%.
honestly, dude, I believe that too. And Jarrett, especially in '95, I could see him definitely trying to take advantage of a younger guy who's greener. And
yeah,
because this is Rhodey's first time getting over, and he's getting over at a rapid rate compared to what Jeff Jarrett is.
Absolutely. And don't forget, Jeff Jarrett's not quite the young buck anymore. He's been in wrestling a while at this point.
Yes, he has. He has been around since '86, so about 9 years. But he's still young.
Yeah, but he kind of knows the deal. You know,
right.
He knows the deal when it comes to that, and is like, well, it is what it is, brother, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think it's him just kind of a little bit taking advantage of people.
No, that makes sense.
A little bit. But all right, let's get in some house show notes. And speaking of Jeff Jarrett, his original home promotion, USWA, had a show on July 24th, the same day as this Monday Night Raw, at the Mid-South Coliseum, and it drew 2,400 fans for a $14,000 gate, which for USWA in 1995, pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
All right, so we have 7 matches. Axel Rotten defeated Gorgeous George III. Brandon Baxter defeated Miss Texas. Pat Tanaka wrestled Stephen Dunn to a draw. Mark Curtis, the referee, if you didn't remember, he's from WCW fame, defeated Bill Rush. Doug Gilbert pinned Buddy Landell. Lex Luger and Davey Boy Smith defeated Billy Jack Haynes and Brian Lee by disqualification. So we're not seeing Allied Powers tonight on Monday Night Raw. Or probably the next 3 weeks because they taped so many shows.
Right.
And in the main event saw Buddy Landell, Robert Gibson, and Tracy Smothers defeating PG-13 and Tommy Rich in a Texas death match. And that match went 19 minutes and 33 seconds.
Oh, fuck. I was going to say, oh, yeah, I'll go. And then you told me about the 20-minute main event. And I was like, oh, well, am I going? What are we saying main event front row is? $6?
I mean,
or maybe it's 15 because like WWF stars are on the card.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what USWA tickets. I mean, I know before it was like $3.
All right,
it's like 80s.
I'm going.
But I think that's like bleacher seats and stuff like that.
I'm going. I'll get front row.
Yeah, I mean, if it's cheap enough, I guess, but I don't know if I'll have a great time.
I mean, I kind of want to.
Different names.
Well, the undercard sucks. I'll tell you that right now. The undercard blows.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I would say that the Texas Death Match has my interest, but you see that almost every weekend.
No, Bob, don't say that. It's not.
I was sort of thinking that, to be honest with you.
Guys, it's not true. That doesn't happen.
It's a little bit.
Just buy the ticket.
I think USWA was the first version of Combat Zone Wrestling. I'm waiting for like a landmine, 13,000 thumbtack,
exploding anus match.
Yeah, something crazy. So I'm probably skipping this one.
Oh fuck!
But
I already bought my ticket. There's no refunds, man.
I'm not going. Let's go to Tampa, Florida, the Expo Park. That's where Extreme Championship Wrestling had a show on July 21st, and they drew 800 fans. Probably not a $14,000 gate, but they made some money. Featured the following matches: the Pitbulls defeating Vampire Warrior and Dudley Dudley.
Oh.
Marty Jannetty defeated the Terrorist. Mikey Whipwreck won a battle royal, last eliminating Marty Jannetty, and as a result, he got a ECW World Championship match against the Sandman, which happened immediately following it. And it saw ECW World Champion the Sandman pin Mikey Whipwreck to retain the title. Ian Rotten pinned Bull Payne in a Taipei death match. ECW Tag Team Champions Raven and Stevie Richards defeated Tommy Dreamer and Luna Vachon. Dean Malenko pinned ECW Television Champion Eddie Guerrero to win the title in 15 minutes and 37 seconds. Too Cold Scorpio pinned Hack Myers. Apparently, ECW World Champion Sandman pinned Mikey Whipwreck again in a Singapore cane match. And the stipulations say that the loser would receive 10 lashes with the cane. And Mikey, I guess, he received 3 lashes and was unable to stand in the ring. There's a whole bunch of other notes here that I'm not going to bother with. Then your main event saw the Public Enemy defeat New Jack and Mustafa in 8 minutes and 13 seconds. So, would you guys go to this ECW live event on July 21st, 1995?
Dallas.
I was gonna say I feel like I would go, but I feel like that, like every time I thought you were done saying a match, there's like more. Like I feel like it would drag on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd put it this way: I'd go to that over the USWA.
No, well, yeah, for sure.
All right, here's where I'm at with it. 2 things. Ready? Dean Malenko, Eddie fucking Guerrero.
Yeah. Yep.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And the absolute drug-infested cherry on top, Marty Jannetty in action. Everybody on IcoPod knows that I'm a Marty Jannetty guy. So I'm fucking, not only am I getting it, I'm sitting at the bellkeeper table, dude. Fuck front row, bellkeeper table. I'm going to this shit. And if it's in Florida, I don't even have to get on a plane to go anywhere. Yep, sign me up.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose between USWA and ECW, I'm going to go to ECW show. So
Yeah.
it's
100%.
just a stronger looking card. And I'm kind of intrigued by a Stevie Richards Raven against Tommy Dreamer Luna Vachon match.
I think so too.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Because I like Luna Vachon, and she was working some matches towards the end of her run in WWF. So, like, how bad could it be?
Yeah.
She's probably going through a table, or at least getting hit in the head with a chair. So, like, that's cool.
It would be an interesting visual.
Yeah.
One bit of syndication news here, and I kind of curious to see the reaction to what I'm about to say. So, on the July 22nd edition of Superstars, which would be the day before In Your House, the Blue Brothers, Eli and Jacob Blue, defeated 1-2-3 Kid and Savio Vega.
Wow.
And that happened when Uncle Zeb, also known as Dutch Mantel, hit a knee drop off the middle rope onto 1-2-3 Kid, allowing the Blue Brothers to get the pin.
What the fuck?
So the day before before the pay-per-view, which 1-2-3 Kid and the Savio Vega have a match on.
High profile.
Right. They lose to the Blue Brothers, who have done absolutely zilch since they've been in the WWF.
Listen, the Blue Brothers, the Harris Brothers, whatever you want to call them, whose dick are they sucking that they have a job in every major promotion?
They're just friends with a lot of guys. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's so bad. I don't know. I think that's garbage, especially airing it right before you put these guys on your pay-per-view. Like, come on. Like, why would you do that? Now, mind you, it was probably taped weeks in advance, and who knows, plans could have changed. But regardless, why? Even if Savio 1-2-3 Kid, the fans are like loving them right now.
Right.
No one gives a fuck about the Blue Brothers, So even if they weren't on the pay-per-view, even if you taped it weeks ago, why the fuck are they losing?
And not only that, 123 Kid just came back not that long ago. So they're trying to build him back up because once you're off TV for as long as he was, you got to kind of gain a little bit of that back. Don't get me wrong, 123 Kid's moveset is supremely likable, so it's not going to take long. But him suffering bullshit-ass losses like this definitely isn't going to help his case. And then you go to a guy like Savio, who really, for the fans, is like an unknown, and you're trying to push him as one of your most established stars' best buddies, and like, hey, you should definitely care about this guy. He's important. Oh, he just made it to the finals of the King of the Ring, basically.
Right.
Definitely, keep your eye on it. Oh, but guess what? Jacob Blue pinned him. It's like, what the fuck? Not only that, I think it's silly to assume that these Blue brothers are worth building at this point, especially with Owen and Yoko kept the straps. They're in no need right now of heel tag teams, especially the heel tag team that they've done literally nothing with since coming to the company. So it's not even like you had 123 Kid and Savio lose to the champions, Yoko and Owen, like an established loss. It's the fucking Blue Brothers. If you need the Blue Brothers to beat somebody, call up the fucking Phantom and Scott Taylor and, oh, guess what, boys? You're doing the job tonight on Superstars. You don't put fucking 123 Kid out there and Savio Vega. Come on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just kind of a dumb decision. And I absolutely hate the Harris brothers, and for some reason I keep on doing projects in which they are constantly featured in.
Well, I'll tell you what, I like this look over any other one they've ever had in their life.
No, my favorite look will be the one where they're 6 feet under the ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I have no regrets for what I just said.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Well, if you know that they're Nazis, you might feel a little different about it, but
yeah, I mean, come on, dude.
How do you know there's not Nazis right now listening to this fucking podcast? I'm not going to say nothing bad because they're going to show up to my door and beat my ass.
That's true.
Well,
so I'm just not going to say.
Well, if you
I'm
want to
sure
hear
there's racists
shit,
that listen to this show.
Wow.
Yeah, Joe Sweet.
Oh, all right. So let's talk about the July 24th.
Fuck.
Hey, Bob, bleep that name in post-production.
Guys, I'm just kidding. We all know it's really Screech. Shout out to Screech.
Oh, Screech, right. Yeah. Right. And that Screech is going to be like, what?
Dude,
I'm not
racist. Thank you, Screech, for listening.
Yeah.
He's one of the true all-stars. I'm probably going to get a message. Here's future Bob getting a message from Screech. Thanks for the shout out, man. You're welcome. All right. July 24th in 1995, Monday Night Raw. They apparently took full advantage of the whole hour here. The runtime is 45 minutes and 59 seconds. So almost 46 minutes of straight action here. Now, here's the description for what we're about to see. The Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels takes on Jimmy Del Rey. So get ready for some hip swivels here. It's probably going to be quite a bit of it from both men. As the WWE Universe prepares for the debut of the Bizarre Superstar, they are also greeted by Dean Douglas on an edition of the report card.
Yes. Oh, no.
Yes.
Bret Hart goes head-to-head with Hakushi, plus the Smoking Guns, Waylon Mercy, and many more.
Really quickly, I'm going to cut Dallas off.
I'm really excited for this episode because of the one line of the Bizarre Superstar and Dean fucking Douglas. Let's go.
Yeah. Here's where I'm at with Dean Douglas. I think Shane Douglas is hands down, one of the most underrated talents of all time. Hands down. However, I can't stress how much I fucking hate Dean Douglas. Because Shane Douglas is good at being Shane Douglas. I can't imagine him doing anything else, let alone being like a school guy. It's like, what is the worst gimmick we can do? That'd be like Yokozuna being an Olympic runner as his gimmick.
No,
You
not
can't do that.
It's not that bad.
You take Shane Douglas, which what he is what he is, and then you make him a fucking teacher on your team. No, get the fuck out of here. That's bullshit.
See, I would agree with you that Shane Douglas is the most or one of the most underrated wrestlers. But to be honest with you, to wrap my head around it, I don't think I can agree. I think he never reached his fullest potential, but it's self-inflicted.
Well, he's a dick.
Yeah, but I mean, you go back and look at his stuff. I enjoy Shane Douglas's stuff from like 1990 until about probably 94. Like his stuff.
You don't like his later ECW stuff?
No, because he's always hurt. I think anytime I put on an ECW show from 97 to 99,
no, you're right.
His elbow is in a fucking brace that is protruding.
Or he's got knee problems.
Yeah, and then when he goes to WCW with the Revolution, it's like, no, that's not the work rate guy that he was. And then eventually, and when he goes into TNA, he's just coasting. Like it's he's just brawling.
Yeah, no,
he's a great promo. And 100%. by great, I mean he kept to a formula of cut the fucking music and look at this broad that's got cleavage that gets all my heat, whether it's Francine, Tori Wilson, or whoever else.
He just plays such a good bastard, and that's what I like about him.
Yes, yeah. If this were to be the franchise Dean Douglas, I think it would have been huge.
Yeah.
But to go, I mean, obviously not going to say the franchise team, but, franchise Shane Douglas comes in, he's like, whatever. But to come in as a school teacher, which, I mean, clearly we'll see a vignette here, and we'll probably shred it to pieces. But I don't know, man. I think a lot of it is just self-inflicted for him.
No, I get that. And I don't know. I actually do enjoy his later ECW stuff, just for the fact that I think the guys he's working with is helping carry him through matches.
Yes.
But Shane Douglas is one of those guys that never pops up at the forefront of my mind when I'm thinking of people. Never pops up. And I think that he almost maybe bounced around too much.
Yep.
Without being able to legitimately establish who is Shane Douglas.
Anytime he was getting momentum, he would leave.
He would leave and go for bigger money, which is whatever. It's fine. But I do think that takes away from star power quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, whenever I would see Shane Douglas in the late 90s, I was happy because that meant either Francine was with him or Tori Wilson.
Well, there you go.
And I'm not going to complain about seeing either one of them.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this started here for July 24th, 1995 edition of Monday Night Raw. I'm going to count down from 5, and then you guys can watch along with us on the WWE Network or, put in your DVD, VHS tape, whatever. But I want to point out, be careful when you go on the network because they've been putting ads back in front of the videos.
Right.
So you might want to play it right now, get the 15-second ad out, especially if you're watching on your computer. And then then the show will start. So get that out of the way. I've probably talked enough at this point to where the ad is over. So I'm going to count down from 5, and we're going to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. The World Wrestling Federation. For over 50 years, the revolutionary sport. Sports entertainment today.
The revolutionary sport in sports entertainment.
We're getting full-fledged video here from last night's In Your House of Shawn Michaels super kicking Jeff Jarrett and Earl Hebner delivering one of the slowest counts in wrestling history.
I literally a month ago. It was last week.
Yeah, it does. It feels like it's been a while, but I think that's more so due to our own schedules than the show. But I got to tell you, Shawn does need a championship right now, just not that one. Like, why
Yeah.
Shawn? Why Shawn?
Yeah. Although I also think it needed to get off of Jeff Jarrett. So so be it.
100%.
So if we got to give it to Shawn before someone else ends up getting it or whatever, then so be it.
I
Could
think
they have done
Savio Vega should
Savio?
be.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, he should have won it on Raw that one night or whatever when he fought Jarrett.
That was I said the night after King
I
of the
know.
Ring.
You're damn right he should have.
Win the championship.
Yeah.
But no, we don't make
reason why-
new stars. We just, overexpose our current ones and have them revert back to stuff because we can't do different stuff.
Well, and they're playing on the safety card.
Oh, look we got a new set.
Oh,
wow, look at that. We have
And-
the Raw letters.
The Raw letters, and starting off right away with Shawn Michaels. Oh, look, it's like a screen too in it.
Wow.
It's got a Tron on it.
That's pretty cool.
Weird. I didn't think they did that Raw logo this early.
Interesting.
I thought that was more like the fall or even 96.
Yeah, I would have thought 96. Guys, this is HBK, your new champ.
Okay, everyone with their like Diesel Shawn Michaels gloves on.
Yeah.
And there's Farrah Fawcett taking photos with her Polaroid.
Well, I want to point out we're also in Louisville, Kentucky, so we very well could see the Allied Powers in one of the next couple of episodes.
Oh.
Since Memphis and Louisville aren't necessarily far apart.
And of course, Jim Cornette could make it to this episode.
Wait, is he defending the title? The referee's showing the belt like it's a title match right now.
I don't believe this is a title match, no.
I didn't think it was either, but
listen, Jimmy Del Rey, hopefully, if he's healthy, we're going to have a good little match right here.
Well, yeah, but that is very true. I'm just really confused as to if it were a tag title or a tag match, what did Jimmy Del Rey do to earn it?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a squash then in that case.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be a little competitive, but
they don't really use the heavenly bodies anymore.
No. Jimmy's looking thick.
Yeah, he is.
What in the world?
That's how he was looking last time we saw him, though. Just real chubbed out. Well, because remember, he got hurt.
Didn't he? Yeah, he got hurt in late '94, and I remember he was looking kind of thick heading into Survivor Series.
And he wasn't having the matches. He was like staying on the outside. Tom Pritchard would be having the matches. Then he had a couple. He was still looking thick, and then we just didn't see him.
Yeah, well, it was like he was thick before Survivor Series, and then a week after Survivor Series, or maybe even at Survivor Series, he was suddenly back to being fit.
Well, I think he kind of conditioned for the what was it? He like conditioned for the match that they were kind of highlighted in. Yeah. And then as soon as that happened and it was over, he's like,
"Oh my god, it's the Undertaker!"
Oh
shit!
Definitely not as smooth.
I don't know what I don't know why he did like a split-legged thing there to try to do an arm drag. That was kind of weird.
Well, and you're not going to out-smooth Shawn Michaels, so like, why even try?
Yeah.
What are you trying to prove here?
I feel like Jimmy kind of has a body type that you would expect an American going to Japan for. Like he would have that level of thickness.
The Terry Gordy look.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Oh, Jimmy almost decked Pritchard on the floor, but now they get rammed into each other. But Shawn Michaels can overcome any odds.
The Heavenly Bodies would have made a lot of money in Japan, I think.
Probably. Remember when we went to that Pro Wrestling Syndicate show and I told the new Heavenly Bodies to watch those SMW, the Smoking Mountain days?
That was awesome. Did they laugh at you? Yeah.
Yeah.
They laughed and I think they said they did or some shit, didn't they?
Yeah, something like that. Jimmy with a cover after a DDT, but only gets a 2 count on Shawn Michaels. The Heartbreak Kid.
See, now Bob was a Jimmy Del Rey guy, but I've always been a Dr. Tom guy.
I like Tom Pritchard.
Yeah, I like him better than Jimmy. I think he's more consistent than Jimmy.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think the only thing that bugs me about Tom Pritchard is that he sounds like Roddy Piper.
I don't like that his face looks like Kerry Von Erich's a little bit, but like he's like 5'0".
He's a mixture of Von Erich and Piper,
Oh yeah,
That's pretty funny. I like
and
that.
had the success of neither one.
right. And had both legs.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Vince goes, that is repulsive.
And to the best of my recollection, did not have any type of childhood trauma that
Right.
Piper had.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, look at that Rude Awakening neckbreaker by Jimmy Del Rey.
Shawn's given up a lot to Jimmy Del Rey right now.
I was gonna say before the match started that I felt like that was going to happen.
I didn't expect that.
I feel like Shawn is most effective when he sells.
Well, yeah. But for Jimmy Del Rey, I figured Shawn would be like,
Well, no, yeah, that's. I don't know. Like, if I'm a casual fan and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, Shawn Michaels, my IC champ, and you're watching Raw and he's getting beat up by fucking Jimmy Del Rey, you're probably like, wait a minute.
yeah. Yeah.
But if this were to be Bret Hart, I'd be like, yeah, Bret's an underdog,
Right.
which is weird because you would think maybe Shawn, the way that he's kind of built, would be more of the underdog. But
Yeah, but Shawn talks to people like he's 7'4".
yeah,
To whereas
Jimmy-
Bret doesn't.
Del Rey just missed a Dynamite Kid headbutt off the top rope. Now Shawn going on a rampage here of right hands and a flying forearm. There it is.
Nailed it.
What is he, Vader? He just stomped him in the face. Move!
I'm a fat piece of shit.
I can't wait till that actually happens because we've talked about it for like almost 3 years now.
Yeah. The punchline to the joke. It's a slow build.
Yeah. Shawn's up to the top here. Will we see an elbow drop? Yes, we do.
Dude, if he landed on his feet and then stomped him in the face, I would have died.
That would have been pretty funny.
Who do you think you are, Leon? Oh no.
Oh wow, I wonder what they're setting up for there.
Oh,
That wasn't fucking obvious.
Yeah, that was really set up there. Shawn Michaels was super kicked Pritchard off of the apron.
yeah, but like, what is that? What purpose does that serve?
Well, you can't get involved on the cover here as Shawn just pinned Jimmy Del Rey after some sweet chin music.
Cornette could have got involved, but didn't.
Yeah, Cornette's not getting involved.
Perfect.
So that went almost about 7 minutes or so as we are at the 8:37 mark of the show. Well, 8:42 now.
Not bad. I thought it went quick.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a bad
fine.
opener, really.
Yeah, it was a fine.
Oh,
I kind of think the crowd got taken out. What is he doing?
he's like humping the belt.
Yeah, this is weird. I think the crowd got a little bit taken out of it because Jimmy got so much in.
Yes.
But
I
then he
agree.
won. They're just like, cool, whatever.
Right. Well, and as soon as Shawn started getting on his rally, I mean, they were right back into it, but still.
Yeah. Up and down.
Oh,
what is he doing?
He's taking his pants off. What in the world? Why is he taking
what?
his
No, don't, Shawn. This is a
What in the fuck?
Shawn. What are you doing?
What is happening right now on Raw? What the fuck?
We're on TV, bro.
His penis was almost out.
And he took his like little tights off. Why did he just do that?
You know what? That just gave Vince McMahon the most raging boner ever.
Yeah, he ain't standing up to do an interview anytime.
Absolutely not. Oh, cool. Let's build up
My
a guy that
baby
just quit the
and
company
I.
last night.
That's why he quit, because he had to lip sync that for 20 minutes.
I played this song recently, and I was getting looks from Kaylee, and I had to explain it. It was just from wrestling. Like, don't worry about it. Because she's like, "Why are you listening to like this weird country song?"
Oh my god.
I was like playing it on Spotify.
It's on Spotify?
Yeah, dude, I found that out the other. I don't know while we were watching that or not, but oh yeah, you can jam out to it.
Wait, you like this shit?
I don't like it, but I think it's catchy, so I was playing it as a joke.
Oh my god. Gives me a headache.
You know, we're seeing footage again of what we saw to start the show.
Literally, it's the same exact thing too.
Yeah, we've seen about
Yeah.
4 super kicks already on this show.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What's this? A Young Bucks match?
I was gonna say, maybe this is the episode the Young Bucks first watched, and then they were like, "Oh my god, that's the best move ever."
Well, and this is the
Which
same
was
video
pretty cool.
package.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Look at that picture.
Yeah, just a sexy boy, sexy boy. Brody and Jeff Jarrett quit because of this shit.
I don't blame
'Cause-
him. I guess, you know.
Because a male stripper beat him.
Yeah.
I can't believe Shawn Michaels almost took his dick out on TV.
Yeah, I feel like we're not selling that enough.
Well, and if you look though, look down at the bottom. It says TV PG for violence. It doesn't say Shawn Michaels almost shows his penis.
Could you imagine if that if that
It
was
was a-
there?
It was a knuckle away.
Yeah. it
I
was.
thought he was legit about to like at least take his ass out or something. That was getting
Well, I
Well,
really
feel
his,
like that
his
was
ass
out.
was out.
Yeah,
his ass was out, just facing the opposite way.
Right.
So the
I
camera
feel
didn't
like
see
that was out.
it was at least partially. I don't think his pants are pulled down all the way. I think the way he was doing it made it look
Yeah,
like it.
yeah, maybe like half his ass was out.
Yeah. But regardless.
Not his butthole level.
No.
Still to come, Bret Hart against Hakushi, and boy, does Shinja look really weird in the middle there. Just
He
really,
looks like a Scooby-Doo monster.
yeah.
Yeah, he did. Look, 4 months ago.
Oh, good. That's
I love that they do this shit on Raw all the time. It's like, hey, the reason they're having this featured match on Raw is because 4 to 6 months ago, they got mad at each other, and then 3 years ago they didn't finish the match. So guess what? Tonight on the July 24th edition of Raw, Hakushi and Bret Hart finally settle it, even though they've been wrestling for 6 months on house shows, and they wrestled that in your house.
Didn't they do that with Jeff Jarrett and Doink? They were like 8 months ago, back in the summer of '94.
Yeah,
that
and you
this
know
happened.
who else? Luger gets that happen to him a lot too.
Oh yeah, man. Didn't they
But look-
kind of do that with the King of the Ring qualifying match with Yokozuna? They're like 2 years ago on the USS Intrepid.
Yeah, it was
He
something
fucking
like that.
slammed him. Like, dude,
Well,
come on.
It's almost even worse when they show us that they have wrestled for 6 months. Like it's
Right.
almost worse. If they
Right.
just didn't even tell us this, okay, fine, they're having a match, cool. But this, they're like, yeah, see, they wrestled on May 14th. It's only July 24th. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah. Hakushi, as you guys will remember, cost Bret Hart his match with Jerry Lawler.
Did you like that recap of Jerry Lawler doing the shittiest pin ever? Like he's not even trying.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, speaking of not trying, here's the Smoking Guns. The company has really not tried to put a focus on these guys at all, even though they are former tag champions.
And like one of the most solid young teams they have.
Yeah. And probably the top babyface tag team.
Well, yes, absolutely.
so
Judging
I
by
like
the reaction, you wouldn't really think so.
I liked like the Raw letter stage, but it's way darker over there now. Like when they come out,
Yeah, I agree.
because I sort of liked like the the neon stage. I know it's kind of old school, but it's so bright and like you get that like mid '90s like vibe from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are these two jabronis? We've never seen them before.
It was John something and Rick something.
Oh, I missed their names.
Steiner brothers.
Well, I don't know why I've referenced Japan quite a bit here tonight, but these guys look like we want to be in all Japan pro wrestling.
Yeah.
We'll settle for a Smoking Guns match. John Faulkner and Rick something.
Well, and if the Allied powers hadn't been so pushed, because again, they didn't know what to do with either of them, so let's just stick them together. I think Billy and Bart would have a good chance at making a run for the tag straps again.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would rather. Yeah, I would definitely rather having the Smoking Guns in that spot than the Allied
I agree.
Now, are they as over as the Allied Powers? Probably not.
Right.
But you're going to get a better match with them.
Mm-hmm. More consistent.
Yeah, and it's just amazing how long it takes for the Smoking Guns to become the focus of the tag division, because we've mentioned it before. They've been here since May of '93.
Right.
And if you go back and listen to every episode, it's usually just smoking guns in a squash, smoking guns in another squash.
Well, I think the problem is they're just seen as good hands and nothing else.
Well, I think it's also kind of difficult to get a cowboy gimmick over.
I don't know. I think if you modernize it a little bit, you could. Their look is cool, like the blue jeans and that's over. Somebody could wear that today and it would be over.
I don't know, man. If this was 1987, it probably works better.
Well, let me clarify. They shouldn't be yeehaw duster coat cowboys.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what they are.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
He just did a yeehaw.
Right. Well, if they were to modernize it.
When did Billy get to the top rope?
He tagged in and he went up there.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Oh, that's like that
move. Holy shit.
I liked the backdrop into a pile driver.
Dude, how do you not keep that?
I don't know, man. You mean you probably can't do it to 93% of the people on the roster?
Who gives a shit? Because guess what? The 7% that you can do it to, you ain't going to forget about that.
That's true, yeah.
I feel like they are obsessed with showing the crowd tonight, like more than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you say that, though, they darken it to the point where you can't see anybody in the crowd.
Right.
Wow.
I don't know. I like the guns. I think they've been dealt a bad hand, too.
I don't even know what you call that move. He has him over the shoulder, and then Billy just came off the top to splash him in midair.
Push him down. Yeah. There's no real impact.
No, I feel like a lot of finishing moves in wrestling make zero sense in terms of adding impact. But
right.
Oh my god.
Here's this dweeb. He's got an anti-great shirt, and if you have that shirt, Dallas will probably like to buy it.
I would. If you want to send a DM to us, I will pay you $17 plus $3.95 shipping and handling for the anti-great shirt.
That's not a good shirt.
And there's a cassette.
I see the reason I like it, Austin, is because it's not good.
Yeah. That looks like if you were to go down to like a surf shop on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
They're screen printing
that shit
for you.
It says, ain't I great? And then on the back it goes, not.
Is it Borat? Not.
Nah.
I think it's worth it for the tape alone.
Probably. I mean, for the what? Almost $21. I'm sure 18 of it's because of the cassette.
It's a collector's item now, man.
You could just go to any t-shirt production company and be like, can you put ain't I great and then not on the back? And they'd be like, sure, that's $6. It'd be cool.
Can you make the most boring t-shirt possible?
Look at this. Goody. Waylon Mercy's in action next. I can't wait for her to watch him not bend his fucking knees.
We're getting some kind of vignette here.
Oh my god.
Gold dust. What does that mean?
On that vignette, there was a Howard Finkel was saying from Hollywood, California. And then we saw gold glitter spelling out gold dust.
I'll have to see what that means. We just got a Skittles promotional ad, which we don't see too many of them at this time. So that was weird.
I love Skittles.
Well, taste the rainbow. Oh, shit.
Make a difference.
No.
Making a difference. Fatu.
No, I don't like this.
I used to live right across from the Cow Palace.
No, you didn't. You grew up in the islands in a bush.
Wow, that's not true.
In a bush.
Come on, that's what happened.
Dude. That's him and Grandmaster Sexay in the early days.
He eats trash out of the fucking jungle.
That ain't right.
Well, he's helping keep kids off drugs now, so whatever.
Oh, that's not real. That's not really him.
Oh, and he stayed in school.
That's right. So he didn't do
bullshit.
drugs.
And that's where I want to wrestle. I want to wrestle at the Cow Palace.
They didn't have school in the jungle.
We definitely have a show coming up at the Cow Palace. Is what I'm getting from this.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, I hate this.
Make a difference. Yes, indeed. Yep. And here's Waylon Mercy getting the jabber entrance. He's nearly in the ring already.
Yeah, I'll tell you what doesn't make a difference. Changing Fatu's gimmick because it was fine the way it fucking was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is a jobber entrance, Dallas, more so than they knew it would take him 12 minutes to walk through the ring because he can't bend his knees.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Here's Gary Scott.
Yeah, that's how you know it's going to go well. I don't like that.
Oh boy.
I don't like that Waylon Mercy's shirt looks like the same people that make Doink the Clown's gear made that shirt for him.
This dude did a shoulder block and he couldn't stand, so he just fell.
Yeah. Go get him, Waylon.
Waylon doing chops here while he's wearing his Depends. So he doesn't shit his white pants.
Oh, another shoulder block. Does he not know how to do a clothesline or something?
Well, you don't have to go down if you hit a shoulder block.
You don't have to go down if you do a clothesline.
If you want it to look cool, you do.
No.
I don't know if I like clotheslines where they go down.
Does he have a tattoo all of a sudden that says Mercy with the knife on it? On his arm, left arm?
He's always had, I think that. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I think the one on the... No, that's
wait.
definitely written out. Redemption, too, or something there.
Yeah, that's like hennaed on his skin.
Yeah. Oh, he's holding the rope. Oh, he was holding the ropes for Gary Scott, and then he just let go of the bottom rope to hit him over that. And now punting him in the back. Several times. This Waylon Mercy fella, he's going to draw some big money.
Yeah, he could be on his way to SummerSlam. Maybe.
Hopefully he's not walking, because he'll get there by 1997.
Oh my god, a kid just pushed him. Look, that kid right there keeps pushing him.
That punk kid. He thinks he's so cool. Waylon just had a difficult time rolling into the ring.
I'm sorry, but as soon as this was like the classic, like, and then the bell rang story to me.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is cool. And then he got in the ring, and well,
I don't know.
Is he having an orgasm when he puts a sleeper hold on him? Or?
Yeah, well, that's why he's also wearing white, Bob.
Oh. Yeah.
Life is gonna be in Waylon Mercy's hands.
Waylon Mercy winning that pretty dominantly.
It's too hokey. This is too hokey. I was almost interested because less was more at first, but now that that's not the role he's playing, I don't think I like it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Waylon Mercy.
Nope.
Now we're back with Todd Pettengill, the man that got rid of his ponytail.
It was a mullet.
Looking like the boy in striped pajamas in his fucking shirt he's got on.
Yeah. This is SummerSlam presented by Stridex. 55 pads, maximum strength.
That's how many pads Waylon Mercy was wearing under his tights. 55 pads.
That's a good crossover. Good promotion.
Wow, look at these awesome still shots from In Your House. Yeah.
See, now, why are we getting stills when we just saw video footage of it?
That's such a good question, dude.
Courtesy of the WWF magazine, we saw Lex Luger and Davey Boy Smith choking once again against Owen and Yokozuna. Yokozuna just killing Lex Luger's career with the leg drop.
How many times does that have to happen for Lex to get the fucking hint? To just be destroyed by Yokozuna all the time.
Yeah.
I hate that picture of Shawn Michaels. He's like,
yeah, I do too.
And Mick took the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm great. Yeah.
Look, here's some stills from the clip.
There you go. How about that picture of Shawn Michaels?
That's even better. Third time he's the Intercontinental Champion. Fantastic. Oh, right.
Roll in the lumberjack match.
I forgot about the lumberjack match where he pretty much, took the focus from Diesel there.
Right. He outshined everyone.
Yeah.
I like that they keep showing.
Get it? Yeah, it's just staying. Is Vince McMahon at the commentary table just yanking it right now? Yeah. I love that. I wish I was the Intercontinental Championship around his waist. Oh my god.
Yo, put that picture of Shawn Michaels with his wet hair sticking to my belt back up. Oh, now we get a clip.
Oh,
It doesn't
right.
even say replay. You wouldn't even know. Maybe this is back in the arena. Like, what
Yeah,
the
it looks
Yeah.
like they cut back. We're live on Raw.
Yeah.
Mabel's just beating the shit, and the entire roster's ringside again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now this is going to be the focus here of Mabel slamming Diesel, probably for their eventual title match.
Right.
And
Just
then
give
for the
Mabel the belt.
it'll also be for their match a year from now. Well, last year
Yeah.
Mabel slammed
Right.
What
Big
the
Daddy
fuck?
Fool.
Hey, Mo's got his own little crown, and
I don't like that. I
yeah,
don't
what's up
think
with
it's
that?
Doink and Dink, but like a different version.
I think he wore that out at in your house, didn't he? He had the cape on at least.
Well, Mabel, he's won the world title.
Mabel's
Also,
not good.
Who wears
Is this even a
shades
good
inside?
promo?
No.
Hmm.
I like just 2 gold front teeth.
Yeah. I like it
Yeah,
better when he wears all the gold teeth.
This is the most I've ever heard him talk, by the way. Like, ever.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point because when Men on a Mission first started, he never talked. It was just Oscar
Yeah.
saying, "Whoop, there it is."
Here's the thing, okay, and this is gonna sound mean, but why does Mo look like a Make-A-Wish kid that got to tag with Mabel?
Wow. It's a really good question. Maybe he won an auction.
Oh,
Yeah. I want an answer.
Good. All right. Well, Hakushi's in the ring now as we are at the 27 minutes and 13 second mark. This is the featured match here with Bret.
next up, 1-on-1 with Bret Hart.
Good. Hopefully it's good.
I would hope so. I mean, their in your house match was okay, not the greatest. Just because they didn't really work the style, you would think, oh, it's in the bag.
Come on,
What's in the bag, Hakushi? Oh, I know what it is. It's Bret Hart's head. He killed him.
Still,
Look at his guts underneath.
He's killed him.
still Bret Hart's head.
Bret Hart has been murdered.
Wow, we can see it really good.
Yeah, that's a good camera shot there.
Bret Hart has been murdered by the hands of Hakushi. Bret Hart had a great career, but
They know it doesn't look like Bret Hart, right?
Wait, we're going back to a commercial already again?
no, this is for next week's episode. What's next week? Razor and Savio are teaming up.
Yokozuna and Owen Hart.
Oh, wow. Okay. Razor and Savio going for the gold against Owen and Yoko next
Just
week.
give it to him. Just give it to him. Let him win. Fuck it.
Why not?
Fuck
Yes,
it.
indeed,
I was
do.
digging Savio. I didn't think I'd be digging Savio.
Oh, I'm not digging Savio, but
You're not digging Savio, Vegas?
no.
Yes, you are. He retweets us all the time.
Wait, Bret Hart's not dead? I'm so confused. Hakushi just had Bret Hart's head.
Bret
Now
Hart's
Bret Hart's
pissed. He's-
walking out with his head.
There's I don't know.
This dude doesn't even wrestle anymore.
Yeah, right here. Me, Bret Hart. Fireworks.
He
Yeah.
reached his dates.
What's going on? Can't wait to go to WCW and get fucked over. Yeah.
What's the show he was on?
Lonesome something.
Mm.
Lonesome Dave or something.
Lonesome Dave. I hope that's what it's fucking called, dude.
Isn't that what it was called? Now, let me look it up.
Lonesome Dave.
No,
fucking
Lonesome something, dude. I think it was something like that.
Lonesome Dave.
And he plays Dave.
That's probably the most Bret Hart thing ever.
Let's see here.
Bret just got distracted by the white face.
Oh,
guy.
I was wrong. It was Lonesome Dove.
I wish it was Dave.
Dove.
Oh, Lonesome Dove?
Dove.
Dove.
Duvet.
From 94
okay,
to 95. So he was on there for like a year.
I want to watch it. I wonder if it's good.
Like, no way.
You don't
Bret-
fucking know.
Bret Hart acting? Are you kidding?
He's really good at acting. He's got a lot of different character traits.
Okay.
Well, these days he talks about two things: when he knocked out Vince McMahon and when he got screwed. So
Dallas, when me and you met Bret Hart, after that point, I mean, it's probably a good thing that we didn't meet him anymore.
why?
Because he's like, he don't know what he's saying anymore. Bret Hart's like the weird uncle you invite to Thanksgiving. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
haha, uncle, that's funny. It's
Oh,
like, why did you invite him this year again?
He's being really weird. Well, and remember, when we met him, in classic Bret Hart fashion, he was late.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was upstairs, Bob was talking his ear off like, oh my god, I loved it when you like fought Hakushi on Raw in July 95.
Remember when you fought Bob
I
Backlund at
didn't say-
WrestleMania?
I didn't say a fucking word to Bret Hart. Are you kidding
That's
me?
rude as fuck.
What are you, a pussy?
Yeah.
It's Bret Hart.
Yeah, and I said,
Fuck.
hey, how's it going?
And he was like, good.
Yeah, and he talked to me and he signed my magazine.
I put over Owen a lot, and he like stayed to talk to me. He like pulled me in when I was trying to walk away, and he was like, "Hey."
Oh, would you guys like make out or something?
Yeah, there.
Well, yeah.
Of course.
And then I told him that I'm gonna have Ahmed come meet him, and he told me to get out of line.
You know what I'm gonna do the next time? If there's ever a next time where I meet Bret Hart, I'm like, hey Bret. He'll be like, hey man, what's your name? I'll be like, Bob.
He'll
He'll
be
be
like,
"Oh."
fucking no, it's not.
And I'll be like, I've heard a lot about you. And he'll be like, what are you talking about? And I'll be like, yeah, my mom. You remember? Boston.
Oh,
Hakushi just sent Bret back first into
he
the
slid under
ring
the bottom
post.
rope.
Yeah, but like in a baseball slide.
Dude,
I'm gonna be
that-
like, Bret, do you remember Boston 1988? Oh. There was a woman that you met. Her name was Karen. And he'll be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, Dad.
It's you.
It's me. Your
There we
son.
go. Hakushi setting up for a Bronco Buster. He's gonna rip his asshole open.
No, that's one guy does that, not Hakushi.
Well, two did it, but whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like Bret Hart at this age and stage in his life, like he could have the best meal he's ever had at say Applebee's, right?
Oh, he did do a Bronco Buster.
There you go. Perfect.
So Bret Hart had a great meal at Applebee's, right? And a year later, if you asked him about that same meal, he'd be like, "Yeah, I mean, it was good, but I don't know, it wasn't super great, and kind of felt like it took out my money out of my pocket. You know, why did I didn't even need to go there and buy that or do that and eat that."
No,
Four, 4 out of 10.
he's the type of guy where it's like, how was that meal? And he was like, well, I'm full now. But it wasn't like great.
Yeah, it was food.
But I'm not starving.
Yeah, but at the time, he's probably like, "Oh, like that was really good." And then, like when you ask him about it later, he's like, "I mean, it was there.
Did you?
It was edible."
I just heard the other day that he told, it was on some interview thing. He was like, "Yeah, I pitched this idea that I'd come to the ring with my cat,
Yeah.
and like the cat would be like in a cage, and then at one match it'd be a stuffed cat, and I'd pull a brick out of it." And Bischoff was like, "That's an awesome idea. I love it." And then Bischoff was like, "Nah, he's full of shit. That's bullshit."
Yeah.
I really think Bret now is just saying anything he can to like stir the fucking pot.
The way Bischoff is always like, "No, that's fabricated bullshit."
Well, Bret still can't fucking stand Bischoff, which I think is really
And
funny.
actually, I think it was just on 83 Weeks this week. So on October 26th, as of this recording. And Bischoff was like, just not going to go out of my way to talk to Bret. Like, I'm not going to have a beer with him or nothing.
Well,
Hakushi focusing his attack here on Bret's lower back. He moments ago hit a gut wrench backbreaker and now a diving headbutt to the lower back. This is significantly better than their in your house match so far.
Hell yeah, it is. I still can't get over the spot where he whipped him under the bottom rope to the turnbuckle. That looks so nasty.
Yeah.
Well, and if you notice, Brett's gotten no offense in again, and that was kind of similar to their match previously.
Yeah.
I also really like this is like the Bret attire I like. I feel like
Yeah.
I think this is it. Maybe there's one with a little more white on it too that I like more, but this is pretty much the one I like.
I was always a fan of like the paint splatter look. So it's
Mm.
like the pink top with like the black paint speckle almost on it.
Yeah.
He's got the one where he wears a pink top and like the black bottoms too. I like
Yeah.
that one too.
Yeah.
I think he only wears the all pink the one time, doesn't he, at Survivor Series?
No, and then WrestleMania he wears it too.
Well,
No.
but I don't know. I don't think it's the same one because it isn't.
No.
Yeah, the
It's
one
either
I'm talking about
Thomas,
is
I
like
think.
pure pink.
The all pink is bad. I don't like the all pink to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're going to commercial. And we're back, and Bret Hart is hyperventilating. He's giving another kid his tights, and he's pulling him down. He's revealing his penis.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Whoa.
look at that.
Hakushi with
Wow.
a handspring dive to the floor.
Handspring moonsault plancha to the outside. Bret Hart's dead.
Could you imagine if Brett was doing exactly what Dallas just fucking said? I'll show you what the Hitman is. I'm gonna hit you, man, right in the face with my dick.
Okay.
The Canadian bacon.
Oh God. The Canadian bacon.
That was like a Sasuke special, dude.
Yeah. Oh, Shinja and Hakushi just got drilled together. What
Is
Brett
Bret
doing?
gonna do a moonsault?
No,
Oh,
he did
yeah,
a
what the
weird
fuck is
looking springboard Vader bomb.
Yeah, into the fucking front row.
Yeah.
Look at how
and he
far
did-
back he pushed the gate.
Yeah.
I didn't like whatever move that was supposed to be.
That was weird. I don't think I could ever see Brett doing a moonsault.
No.
I like the reference of Canadian bacon you made.
Why not? You want to see something sizzle? Well, watch SummerSlam when I expose my Canadian bacon.
Well, speaking
It's
of
gonna
Canadian,
be crispy.
when I was younger,
Shinja's got decked to the board.
when I was younger and we went to Canada, this is not going to surprise Austin at all. But my mom and dad, specifically my dad, tricked me into trying Canadian bacon by being like, "Yeah, it tastes like sugar," and it's like, "This is the best stuff. It tastes like sugar." And as a kid, I was like, "No," and I tasted it. I was like, "This is disgusting. It does not taste like sugar."
It's about as opposite of sugar tasting as you can fucking be.
Oh, it is the best. It's Canadian bacon,
Yeah.
which is just ham.
Hakushi going to the top after the back suplex.
The modern day
Brett is like the
kamikaze.
Canadian bacon on the skillet. Oh, and he misses a diving headbutt.
Crowd popped for that one.
He almost broke his neck.
They're getting some time here on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, they are. It's been a good match.
Yeah.
Even though we're talking about Canadian bacon and Bret Hart exposing his penis.
Mm.
No, it is. This is actually one of the best Raw matches I've seen in a while.
Superplex by Brett. The crowd is definitely into it. The kid with the Michael Jordan jersey is like,
He's loving it.
oh, he's going with a sharpshooter. Can he flip him over? He did pretty easily. Hakushi's kind of close to the ropes, but he's already tapping. He shook his head, yes, Earl, 900 times. You don't have to know English to say yeah. Oh, and he just decks Shinja again. I love how Shinja's not dropping down.
Yeah, he's like almost no selling it.
Yeah, the headbutt did it though. Oh, see, oh, fuck you, man. You sell for me with a pile driver. I'm gonna break your fucking
Shit. Lawler's been on commentary this whole time bitching, by the way, if that's any surprise to anyone.
No.
Yeah, when he had him in the sharpshooter, Jerry was like, I just gotta go in there and stop it, and then proceeded not to do anything.
I thought he was going to like get in the ring.
That's what I thought. I thought it was gonna be a DQ. That was a good match. That might be the best match we've seen on Raw this year.
Yeah, I might need to agree with that one, Bob.
It was definitely better than their In Your House match.
Well, nothing comes to mind, so if that tells you anything.
No, I mean the only thing I could think of is the Guns against Holly and Kid, but
Yeah.
Well, and Nakano and Alundra
Alundra plays, yeah.
But they've had better matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we're talking 95, I mean.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say, yeah, probably for sure that was
Uh-oh.
the best one.
They just said, wait a minute. Oh, Jean-Pierre Lafitte. He's got a bag.
He took Hakushi's bag.
He's taking Bret's head.
What?
It's treasure, dude. He had to get the treasure.
Why is he, okay, he stole Bret's head.
Is that supposed to make Bret mad or Hakushi mad?
Mm.
I don't know. I would imagine Hakushi. Jean-Pierre, you stole my Bret head. I will see you at SummerSlam. And then Bret's gonna be like, why the fuck are you guys brawling or feuding over my fake head? This is weird.
Yeah. That is weird.
Oh, that kid's really emotional.
Dean Douglas coming up.
Oh, great.
No.
We're going to get a dissertation.
No.
Look, Shawn, everybody loves me too. Here we go. The report card. Now, if it's any indication, my school days, there'll be a lot of C's and D's on it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my God, I hate this. Look at how much of an idiot he looks.
Oh, he's dragging his nails across.
Heel. Definition.
It's almost too dweeby, like too nerdy.
Is he talking like a nerd?
Yeah, he is. Definition. Knowledge. The sum of what is known. The body of truth. Information and principles acquired by mankind.
Oh, I hate
The fact
this.
or condition of knowing something with familiarity gained through experience or association.
Is he saying all this?
Yes.
Oh my God.
God damn it. There's 9 different definitions for this. The acquaintance with or the understanding of a science, art, or technique. Okay.
Knowledge.
Thanks, Dean.
What does that sign say up there? I
don't know.
The personification of knowledge.
Dusty Rhodes, Rick Steamboat, and they can all kiss my ass.
Look at the TV of the arena. Like he was just watching Raw.
Oh, look, TBD go. TBD go. Take that shit down. You can tell they set this up backstage somewhere. Like it's just a bullshit curtain around the whole room.
Yeah.
Oh, don't look at your neighbor's paper. That's plagiarism.
This is so fucking trash, dude. He looks like the kid from Stuart Little.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. Stuart.
You know, how does this not kill his career? Because when he goes back to ECW, they don't go like this.
I feel like sometimes they do.
I don't know, man. I feel like they were just like, we'll pretend that didn't happen. Dude. We'll give you a mulligan.
Yeah.
Because like with Raven, people would be like Johnny Polo all the time.
No, yeah, I don't think it was that bad, but I do feel like they gave him a little bit of a hard time.
Oh, glasses are coming off. Class dismissed.
Thanks, Dean.
Yeah, how do you go from ECW to this? Because even what he was doing in ECW was pretty hard-nosed.
Well, yeah.
He just threw the NWA belt down not that long ago.
Yeah, last year in August.
Right.
Now he's a school teacher in the WWF.
I know. How do you not capitalize on what he was doing?
Yeah.
Look, they got Stridex pads on the announcer's table.
King Mabel in action next week.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. The Body Donna, Skip and Sonny. Can't wait to see his little pecker. Bam Bam Bigelow in action.
Speaking of little pecker.
Jeez. Tag Team Championship match next week. Savio and Razor challenge Owen and Yokozuna. Yokozuna's a man that can't see his pecker. So maybe he'll start working out with Skip.
More Shawn Michaels.
Great.
New graphic hero for Raw.
Yeah. Picture in picture.
Hey, Shawn, what are you going to do tonight? Hey, Vince, yeah, so you know that Sunny chick that is with Skip? Yeah, well, I'm going to fucking rail her as soon as I am out of the scene. So Skip is probably going to be watching, and I'm just going to wink at him as I impregnate her. So, see, I'm thinking about it right now. Yeah, Sunny, yeah, just fucking do it, didn't they? It'd be so much fun.
Shawn had an awesome unibrow.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the OGs for it, yeah. People want to say Anthony Davis, Lakers, unibrow. No, Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah, Anthony Davis.
Right. Lonesome Davis. They show
Look
the
at it. He's in the weird little soundproof room.
Right. That's like where Todd Pettengill usually stands.
He's in Dean Douglas's classroom right now.
Yeah, he's in the back of the class.
Yeah. Look, we even got like a new like copyright and everything. It's like a new era here.
Yeah.
So what did Shawn just fucking blab on about right there?
I don't know. They were just saying that the IC title is on the line. But against who?
I don't know. Jerry Lawler was just saying how he's a marked man. Blah 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 blah.
I think he's fighting Big Show.
I mean, that would make the most sense.
I believe that.
Fuck Dean Douglas, dude.
Yeah, it's not great.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that was a pretty. I would say that was a good show.
Yeah, I
thought Hakushi was pretty good.
I'm gonna say this right now. That was the best Raw of '95.
I'm pretty biased towards the night after WrestleMania 11 because there was a lot going on there.
I'm just saying.
I think this is definitely in the top 3.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty good.
That was a good show.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was some solid action. We got a lot of. We did get some angle development, which was nice. And like the 2 vignettes for some new guys, which we desperately freaking need at this point. All in all, I'd say it was a pretty memorable show, especially the Bret and Hakushi match, tearing it down. Maybe the best match that they've had so far.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not too many There's not, for once, I should say, there's not too many negatives coming out of this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time that you didn't say you wanted to kill yourself after we watched the show, I think, in a while. So I think that's a positive.
I still do. Because, like, Marty isn't here.
Well, I don't know. This episode would have pulled me from the ledge. I would have been like, okay, fine. I'll give it another chance.
I know. I would be at least listening to the guy with the megaphone.
Yeah.
You know, like I wouldn't be jumping down yet.
You'd
I'd
be
listening
with him?
I'd be like, wait, what'd you just say?
Yeah.
Like I'm at that point. I'd be like, don't do it. You have a lot to live for. I'd be like, right now, I'd be like what? And he'd be like, the July 24th, 95 Raw. And I was, what's on it? Bret Hakushi. They go like 15. Wait, really?
Bob's foot slips. He's like,
wait, are you serious? And
wait, they go 15?
I'd be like, I have a tape of it. The guy, I have a tape of it. You should come down and watch it, but don't jump. Just use the stairs. And I'd say, I will under one condition. And he'd be like, what? Is Dean Douglas on the show? And he'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, I'm fucking jumping. And I'll be like,
well, if we're judging it in that sense, they would have scraped me off the pavement 6 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd be in some landfill at some point, you know, for this episode. So
yeah, no, I mean, it's nice after 12 episodes that are not great to get one good one.
Yeah,
because it kind of like gives you more energy. You know, you're not. It's like you go to the restaurant and you just eat really greasy food.
Is it the same restaurant Bret Hart was at?
Yeah. It's called the Canadian Bacon Sizzler.
Mm.
But it's like you go to the restaurant, you eat a whole bunch of just greasy shit, right? And you're just destroyed for like 4 days. And then you have a salad. And you're like, wow, that wasn't so greasy. Today was that salad.
Mm.
It's like refreshing.
Yeah, except the onions of Dean Douglas, you had to pick those off.
Right. And like the tomatoes of Waylon Mercy.
Right. Some people struggle through and eat them.
Yeah. Sometimes, one time, you know, you'll be chewing down like, wait, there was an olive in this?
Yeah.
I'm allergic to olives, and that's King Mabel.
Right. Not because he's black, though.
Well, that's kind of what I was going. That's like a Mo. The olive is like a Mo.
Okay.
Sometimes a Mo will just sneak right in. You're like, shit, damn it, Mo.
Well, I like olives, and I don't like Mo. So.
I hate olives, man. Ever since my mom would put 10 on each finger and she'd be like, boom, 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 boom. I'd
Oh,
be like, wow.
yeah.
I'd be like, Mom, you were a whore, weren't you?
No,
And I
that's
was
the
8 when I
shit.
said that. She fucking beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
No,
good stuff.
olives on the fingers, 10 out of 10.
Absolutely not.
No.
All right. Well, are we all in agreement here of that this was a good show for once in our lives?
I mean, I guess, but like, what's a good show in 95?
Well, you just watched it, baby. July
Yeah,
24th.
that's the show. We just saw it.
Go ahead and watch that. And then
Yeah.
if you really don't want to see the Dean Douglas thing, just don't watch the last like 3 minutes and you're fine.
Yeah, pretty much. That'd be pretty ideal.
And even that, it was just funny to laugh at. So I think it's a win all around.
I just don't like how he's talking. He's just like,
if you,
Dallas, definition. It's a city and a state.
if he wasn't talking like
cool.
that, I wouldn't hate it as much. I don't think, to be honest.
Yeah, he's so slow. I mean, could you imagine going to a college class with that motherfucker talking?
I feel like I've had professors like that. So
Well, and the thing is like it just doesn't fit who he is.
No.
It's not who he is. Uh-oh, I'm getting a call. It's Dean Douglas. He's pissed.
Oh.
I had to decline.
I heard what you were saying about me, and you were talking trash. Here's a definition for talking trash: insults, hurtful statements, talking trash. That's fine.
Hey, Dean. Didn't mean to talk shit. Oh no. Oh,
my bad.
It auto-corrected the shot. Let me play.
Oh no. All right. Well, the build for oh, that's nice. So the build to SummerSlam '95 apparently has started off on the right foot, but I don't want to get too optimistic because they oftentimes yank it right away from us.
Right foot opposite of left foot.
Wow. Are you going to do the hokey pokey dance or something?
No. Right foot.
Oh, you know what would be hilarious is if Dean Douglas stuck around and so did Diesel, Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash was like, "Look at the adjective," and then Dean Douglas's brain just explodes. What the fuck?
Let me tell you something, Kevin Nash.
That needs to be somebody's gimmick. Can that be like Savio Vega's new thing? He doesn't know English language very well, so he'd be like, "Hey Dean, look at the noun." And then Dean would be like, "That's not a fucking noun, that's a verb." And he'd be like, "I thought it was an adjective." And he just says, "You motherfucker." And that's the whole feud.
No, I just want him to go up to Dean Douglas and say, "Como se dice?" It's like, what? How do you say what? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to stay optimistic because again, it's fresh faces that we need. With Dean Douglas and the potential Goldust arrival. I just hope that maybe in the ring wise and like live presentation wise, so not vignette, it's not as cheesy because the way it's coming off here is, why should I be afraid to have a match with Dean Douglas? That's like an easy win, you'd think, if he's like a nerdy teacher.
Yeah.
It's a gimmick that doesn't lend itself well to being a pro wrestler. And I think that goes for anybody. The Matt Striker teacher gimmick. And like anybody who's been kind of stuck with that, I just think it's really weak. I don't think it just doesn't lend itself well. To whereas, like, for example, a garbage man. Yeah, that sucks, but at least like a garbage man can still be seen as like a tough guy. There's not really a tough guy teacher.
Okay, I don't know, man. The garbage man compared to the teacher thing, it's the same shit.
Who would you rather fight?
Fucking neither one of them.
A teacher or a garbage
both bullshit.
I'd be more afraid that a garbage man was going to beat my ass than a teacher.
I mean,
yeah, because they might put me in the trash compactor.
Oh yeah.
What is the teacher going to do? Put me in detention? Oh, cool. I get out at 3:30 anyway.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, it's like a teacher. What's next? Fucking IT guy? Well, yeah. Give me a break.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's definitely a limitation to it. Yeah, but I mean, it makes sense for the era of where everybody has an occupation,
Right.
for the most part.
I just think some people
I mean, Diesel's a truck driver.
or literally a truck. Like that's his gimmick.
Yeah, Bret Hart's a hitman. Shawn Michaels is a womanizer, a pimp, a hooker,
right?
Whatever. So, all right. Well, you guys have anything else for episode 144? I don't want to talk us out of a of a good episode. I feel like we're doing that the more we talk about Dean Douglas right now.
Yeah, no, it's a beefy episode. Definitely check it out. It'll give you a good snapshot of 95, as if 95 has been good this whole time. So just pretend it has been. If you're going to watch an episode of Raw from 95 so far, that's the one you pick, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, this episode's got me looking forward to the build, at least towards SummerSlam 95, and I'm sure in the next several weeks that will change, and then I'm sure when we actually watch SummerSlam, I'll probably be really depressed and hating myself. But for right now, I'm going to enjoy the ride. And I hope you guys are enjoying the ride with us as you continue to listen along to us reacting to what we're watching, sometimes for the first time ever, and oftentimes for the first time in about 15. But until next week, for Austin Skinner and for Dallas Greeley, I am Bob Conley Jr., and this has been Ico Pod.
Which is a noun, and you gotta hear it.